with a strained groin. Joining me is Chris the Masterpiece Masters to talk about a little bit of the news. Chris, obviously we were both gutted that Anthony Davis was hurt and then the Lakers kind of unraveled in that third quarter. It seemed like the injury really got to them mentally. But at least we got some good news from Shams Charania and Adrian Wojnarowski.
Oof, yeah, Trev, man. I mean, I think all Laker Nation, all Laker fans can know the feeling we've all gone through, man. Today's been a roller coaster of emotions, and AD being potentially hurt has been, man, it just rocked me to my foundation, you know? Like, I've been, you know, I can't really concentrate on anything, but this is great news, man. Like, to hear that, I mean, and we know, we've been talking about this, and obviously we don't expect LeBron probably the next game or whatever, but the key thing here is the severity of AD's injury. You know what I mean? Is it just a pull? Is it a tear? If it's a tear, what grade tear is it? And all of those questions. But obviously, AD is pivotal in us, defending our championship. So this is good news to hear. What a relief.
Well, we do certainly expect LeBron next game, but Anthony Davis, maybe a question, but at least it's a question. Here's what Adrian Wojnarowski put out, as well as Shams Charania. So Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN put out, Anthony Davis will be day-to-day on a return. Day-to-day, that's music to my ears, right? First and foremost, day-to-day. And then, according to Woj, one source described Davis's availability for Game 5 on Tuesday as unclear. Okay, that's also phenomenal because we assumed that with a groin injury, that's it. He's just not playing Game 5, which still could be the case, but the fact that it's even a question right now, I think is a positive sign. And then Shams Charania hit us with this. Good news for AD and the Lakers. Davis avoided a more serious injury. He has a chance to play in Game 5 in Phoenix, but status very much in question. All right, so Chris, I am still going to take this as Anthony Davis is most likely going to sit out of Game 5. Groin injuries are tricky. They linger. They can be recurring. It's not something to mess with. I will be surprised if he plays. That's going to be my approach. I would rather be pleasantly surprised if he plays than expecting him to play. But the fact that we can even have this debate or this question right now is a positive sign moving forward. If this was a more serious injury, this kind of discussion would not be going on at all.
Yeah, this is a great sign. I mean, this is the best news we could have heard. I was scared because personally, as everybody knows, we heard AD didn't come out for the second half. We heard that he left before they even did the post-game interviews, which is another thing that I know it concerns you. It concerned me just the same. It's like, well, what does that mean? Is he that devastated that he just has to be out of there? And I don't know, man. And I know, again, a lot of people will relate to this, but as soon as this kind of injury happened, and as I've had time to digest it, we start thinking about LeBron James' groin injury. And we know what we went through when LeBron had his groin injury. We lost him. We lost our playoff spot. The whole season just basically went down the tube. So, like you said, man, this is just great news to hear that it's even a possibility for him to play. That's great.
Yeah, and again, I don't think we should approach this as he's going to play, but the fact that the chance is there for him to play is a great sign. Normally, this kind of injury, we're talking about weeks in order to heal, so that tells us that this is probably a very, very minor injury for Anthony Davis, if it's even a question of him potentially being able to play. And if he can't play in Game 5, maybe he could be back for Game 6 coming up on Thursday. Look, it's going to be difficult for the Lakers. LeBron James, after the game today, said if AD is unable to play Game 5, it's going to be a big blow. But we had been approaching this pretty much. In my head, I was thinking that's it. I was thinking, again, this is there's no medical basis for this or anything, but I was thinking he's out for probably at least a few weeks. And can the Lakers hang on for a few weeks? That means surviving this series with the Suns without Davis, and then moving on to whoever they would see in the next round and trying to get through that without Anthony Davis. And maybe that's still the case, but the fact that Tuesday's game right now is just in question and he's not ruled out is a great, great sign for the Lakers. Of course, they would love to get him back out there, but there is going to be some risk involved. So if they rush him back, the chance of recurrence for an injury like this is certainly there. So on the Lakers and on Davis, now it's going to be a question of, number one, how effective can Anthony Davis be out there on the floor? We saw him not be very effective dealing with the knee sprain in the first half today, where he was out there, shot 2 for 9, was settling mostly for jumpers, and then when he did drive, got hurt. So how effective can can he be if he does play? And then what is the risk if he plays, let's say he plays Tuesday or if he plays Thursday, what is the risk of that injury recurring? Those are going to be some major questions that the Lakers and AD are going to have to deal with over the next few days. But again, him not being ruled out immediately is a good sign that long term, he's going to be okay.
Yeah, and I couldn't ask for better news after that, because I was right where you were at, Trev. Man, I was starting to think that this might ultimately be our season, and that's the most devastating news you can tell me, definitely when it comes to basketball-wise, that, you know, AD is hurt and our season is over, because, I mean, we live for this. We live for these moments, this point of the year right here, the playoffs, and we want to at least have a shot to defend our championships, and without AD, man, what an uphill battle that would be. And I guess the question up from here, based on everything you're saying, is, man, just how vital is it that we have AD to get through the Phoenix Suns this series? I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely turned this series on its head. After Game 3, the Lakers were game for offensive line. Game 4, Chris Paul is apparently healthy now, and then Anthony Davis gets hurt, and that completely flipped things and gave a big advantage to the Phoenix Suns, which we saw today. We also saw the Phoenix Suns doing a lot of talking to the Lakers fans that were there at Staples Center, doing a lot of talking to the Lakers players out there on the floor. We saw the narrative after the game about how gritty and tough this Suns team is for battling back, with very little mention of the fact that Anthony Davis had missed the entire second half, which is kind of a big factor for Phoenix to have the kind of success that they had. So I wonder if we're going to have, regardless of whether Anthony Davis plays or not, a fired up and angry Lakers team come Tuesday. I would hope we're going to see that. Most likely we'll see a Kyle Kuzma or Marquise Morris, someone like that jumping in for Anthony Davis. If he is unable to go, it's going to take a massive effort for the Lakers to get through this Phoenix team without Davis. But at least the possibility is there that AD could be on the floor on Tuesday.
Wilson.
Yeah, and Trent, outside of AD possibly being okay, the only other good news I could ask for today is hopefully Clippers lost a couple outs. So if we can get that on top of the AD news that today is out, then very good.
And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
No, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Garoppolo now. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
First down.
Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. On 2nd down, Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On 2nd down and 4. Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
10 at the 41-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Throwing again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 45 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Open man is born. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 14.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Got some room at the 30. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Garoppolo on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. This is Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Great Diggs on the tackle. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks 40-yard.
They hand it off to Mostert. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. It was Jaron Reed who got him down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Carson. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Wilson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. They run it with Carson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. This is Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for a Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.